Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's almost 8 p.m. I'm getting ready to go to work. I used to ride every evening to go to work, but now things have changed. I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing what we call covoiturage. So, what is covoiturage? It's basically carpooling. It's super common here in France. People who are going in the same direction, they share a ride. And it's practical and it's good for the planet and the environment, but it's not free. I pay the guy 10 euros per week. We come together and we finish at the same time and we go home together because we live in the same neighborhood. So it's practical. It allowed me to save some money. I don't have any choice, but I don't like covoiturage, carpooling. Why? It's simple. I don't like to depend on other people's cars or depend on other people's schedule. And now I have arrived. I'm going to get ready to start my job. So I will see you when I finish. Now it's break time. I'm here just resting a little bit. It's a very big company. So normally I take my break at 2 a.m. Sometimes at 1 a.m. It depends on the job. Sometimes I really feel sleepy, but I have no choice. Working night shift is not easy at all because the night is made for people to rest and sleep. But in my case, I don't have any choice because I have to be at home in the morning to take care of the baby as we don't have a place at the kindergarten yet. I wish we will have place because it will help me so much. I don't rest at all. Imagine I finish work at 4, I have to go back home to take care of the baby the entire day. This is not easy at all. I wish one day I won't have to do this. For now I don't have the choice. I have to keep working, hard because now I have responsibilities. Working night shift is another way to gain some extra money. So right now let's just do night shift. And we will see in the very near future because I cannot continue to do this for so long. So I'm among those people who are working all the nights. Sometimes I work on Saturday. It's not easy, but this is life. This is life. One of my biggest dreams in the future is to work for myself. Stop working for other people. When you are working for people, you will never become rich. So I wish I can stay alive and realize this big dream of traveling and stop working for other people. Right now, I will just keep working with this company because this company helped me to change my status from student to a worker. Because before I had a student visa, a student residence card. So with a student, when you are a student in France, you cannot work full time. You have to work something like 24 hours per week. So I had to change my status from student to a worker. For that, I had to find a permanent contract with a French company. So this company accepted to hire me with a permanent contract, and that allowed me to change my student status to a worker. So it's a win-win contract because if you do something like that in France, it means that you have to stay with that company. You have to stay with that company because in order for you to renew the residence card, you have to present what we call autorisation de travail, which is the work authorization from that company. So if the company accepts to change your status from student to a worker, you have to stay with that same company because if one day you want to renew the residence card, they will ask you, the prefecture will ask you the work authorization from that same company. So at least you need to stay for something like 3 years. Ah, tu veux venir? Non, c'est ton casier, non?
Non,
Ah, d'accord.
c'est un live, quoi.
Non, c'est qu'une petite vidéo pour ma chaîne YouTube. Je suis youtubeur
Ah ouais.
anglophone.
Ah,
Youtubeur anglophone.
comment ça?
Ma chaîne est en anglais. Parce que je parle anglais aussi. Je parle bien anglais que français.
Bah, si tu faisais ça sur TikTok, ça serait mieux.
Ah, TikTok, j'ai commencé à peine. Mais
Là-bas, tu peux.
so I was saying, you need to stay with the same company for at least 2 to 3 years, the time you get the 10-year residence card. And that time, you can do whatever you want. But as long as you don't have the 10-year residence card, it's a little bit difficult because every year, if you want to renew your residence card, if you are a worker, you will have to show your work authorization. So for you to know that if you come in France as a worker, you need to stay with the same company at least to have the 10-year residence card. And that time you'll be free. You can do whatever you want. But as long as you don't have the 10-year residence card, it's better to stay with the same company. So it's not an obligation. You can change companies if you want, but in order to not be stressed, it's better to stay with the same company. So it's done day. Now I'm going back home. This is not an easy life at all, because there are people who think that coming to France is a dream. But I'm telling you, it's not a dream. It can turn into a nightmare if you are not well prepared, if you are not aware of all of this. Here in Europe, people work hard. People don't sleep because life is very expensive. And if you don't work here, you cannot survive. It's not like in Africa, because I'm from Comoros, and in Comoros, you don't need to work. You can live your life even if you're not working. You can eat even if you're not working. Even if you don't have revenue in Comoros, you can live, because there you won't have to pay rent, you won't have to pay taxes, you won't have to, to have a fancy life. But here in Europe, if you're not working, you're gonna sleep outside. You're gonna die. So this is not an easy life at all. Look at me, late at night. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you tomorrow.